Korea and Singapore signed a number of MOUs back in 2007 to develop local media content. The MOU aims to enhance bilateral co-productions, training exchanges, joint marketing of Asian content between Singapore and Korean media companies. Host 2 is the first Singapore-Korea co-production that comes after the sealing of the MOU. Will there be more film collaborations to come?
I am very confident that there will be. This particular partnership between Singapore's Boku Films and Korea's Chonggyoram Film is formed with the intention of co-producing a slate of movies. But the immediate priority is to do Host 2. And we have a number of MOUs with Korean national agencies such as the Korean Film Council, KOFIC, and the Korean Creative Contents Agency, KOCA. Incidentally, KOCA has also invested in Chonggyoram for this project. So it's a nice sort of multilateral partnership on both sides.
Do you want to film some scenes in Singapore because it's actually a Singapore-Korea collaboration?
What will happen for the Host 2, and I think the permutation is unique to each film, obviously, is while the shooting will be done mainly in Korea, the production teams from both countries will spend time together physically in both countries, and a substantial amount of the CG visual effects and post-production work will be done in and by Singapore. This is also a really good and a new opportunity for a Singapore company like Boku to get, if you will, total immersion, and for Chonggyoram also to have total immersion in each other's film production cultures.
So to summarize, it's actually more of an exchange of filmmaking techniques and filmmaking culture more than like a sharing of locations or them filming in Singapore or Singapore filming in Korea. Can I say that?
Well, no, it's more than what you summarized. It's all of what you summarized, but it's also work being done by companies and people of both countries together. So for instance, the post-production and visual effects work, this is an area that Singapore does very well. We believe that's one of the reasons why the Koreans want to work with Singapore. The storytelling skills of Korea are very strong. Look at how hooked millions and millions of viewers are on Korean serials and films. So that's something that Singapore likes to tap into as well. I believe that when multiple parties co-invest, that also means that everyone strongly believes that this is a property or a project that will have strong legs to stand on.
But I also understand that sometimes, most Hollywood productions, their sequels usually don't do as well as the first one. So do you have any fear of investing in this production because it's a sequel and it might not actually garner as much, good comments like the Host one?
Well, I have 3 thoughts to share in response to that. The first is, take the case of the 4 Alien films. I personally think Aliens, the second film, was the best. So that's one example. Strictly speaking, the Host 2 isn't a sequel, it's more a prequel. Because the story will talk about the events that led up to the timeline and chronology of the first Host. So it is an extension of the same franchise, but in chronological sequence, it's actually a prequel. We're going back. Thirdly, one key difference will be this. The first Host was phenomenally successful by any standards. This time, it's a combination of Korea and Singapore, so I think a whole new set of sensibilities and ideas and creativity and technology will come to bear on it. So it's the same franchise, it's the same monster, but it's a different property, and we are very, very excited, and I think that with the combined strengths of both companies and both teams and both countries, I think it's set to do extremely, extremely well.
Shall we look forward to the Host 2, which will be released in summer
2011, because the work plus post-production will take a little over a year, and so it's aimed for summer of 2011.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tan, for talking to us. Thank you.
Yo, what up? It's Razor Pop lah.